This is terrible. Sorry guys. I fell asleep and woke up, forgot all about my live stream. That was dumb. I need to fix the lighting and move a couple things. Whoever showed up, welcome. I got cats running around everywhere. Can you pause the stream? I need to turn on a light. Yeah, so this is not going to be the extravaganza that I originally promised. Sorry about that. I'll do my best. I think I better just use the webcam microphone. Yeah, that's not terrible. But yeah, anyway, for those of you that are here, thanks. Sorry for the late start and the terrible, terrible technical issues. I can hear myself in the background. Hopefully that's not echoing on the live stream. But anyway, I'll just go ahead and record this as a normal video. There we go. Yeah, so jumping right into it. SJVT versus Direct D. Wow. I was pretty surprised by that. I had Direct D say something about one of my videos or about me or something. I can't remember. It was way back in the day when I lived in Seattle. It's just a camera told me about it, and all I did was say, "Yeah, well, whatever, man. Tell him he needs to, he needs to direct Go D himself or something like that." I don't know, something stupid. But I can't remember exactly what it was that he said. Now I want to go back and try and find it. Um, if anyone has seen my original videos, SJVT is like the person who helped me get up to what was it, 1,000 subscribers so that I could go live, which is what I ended up doing when I pretty much got detained at South Padre Island during one of my audits. Oh, this guy's about to turn this computer off. So, um, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of like I'm sort of on his side for the most part. I don't know if any of the stuff that Direct D was talking about um, is 100% accurate. He started off saying that he wasn't going to badmouth him, and then it digressed into him basically just like going on this super emotional rant. He might as well have been crying um, and saying, "Why did you break up with me? I love you so much, and I miss you." It was pretty embarrassing. Uh, hey, Raj Crispy, what's up, man? Last time I saw you, it was you and me, and it's just a camera. And I was telling you guys to say a prayer for my dad. You saw what I saw. Yeah. Yeah. SJVT helps dozens of channels every month, but some get scorned for the most petty reasons. Yeah, I know it. That's really what it seemed like. And the whole time, that's why I did the picture of the two cops on my video. It's kind of like, how do you feel when you see two cops arguing? It's really like bewildering. And you're like, what the world are these guys? Why are these guys yelling and screaming and fighting with each other? They're supposed to be like, one team. Not like this is a pro cop message or anything, but it's just kind of weird to see two First Amendment auditors like just totally, well, I shouldn't say two, one, totally bad mouthing the other. And it's just like seemed like it was the most it literally seemed like a jealous girlfriend who just got broken up with, who was so angry because her dude was into some other girl instead of her, and she just suddenly decided that she was going to try and be civil about it and start off just talking about this, that, and the other, and then it just digressed to this super emotional crying rant. It was super embarrassing, to be honest, and I'm sure cops everywhere were just laughing about it and rejoicing, especially that auditor troll channel, which thank God I haven't got his attention yet, but I'm sure my time is coming eventually. Most of my videos are super old. I think he goes for a lot of the newer stuff. But anyway, yeah, so that's my opinion on that. Just to kind of bounce through these topics real quick, I want to try and hit everything that I put in there. So I'm going to jump right into gay people. I guess this is just kind of something weird that I was thinking about, is that how happy gay people are in general. It just sounds so dumb when you actually say it out loud. Why are gay people so happy? Does anybody have any opinion on that? Like, life is so good for them, man. I'm like, what is going on with gay people, man? They're always in such a good mood. It's literally why they're called gay. Yeah, that could be it, man. I appreciate that, Rights Crispy. And I know isn't your name like Finn? That just, man, I was getting ready to say, I'm so sorry I can't remember your name, but I think I remember it's Finn. If I'm supposed to say that, sorry, man. But I think you've said it on your videos before. Yeah, thanks, man. That's probably true. I'm hoping that's what it is. He actually just got through doing a video, that guy, about these guys that do the quote unquote pranks. So like this super younger generation, I think they're Generation X. They seem to think that. Cool, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. All right, there you go. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Thanks, man. Um, they seem to think that a prank is something that you do, that they have like this weird idea that it's a prank when you go in, like light someone's house on fire or like kill their cat or something. I'm exaggerating, but they go out and do these horrible things, and then when the person reacts to it, they're like, "Oh, it's just a prank. It's just a prank." And it's like somebody didn't explain to these kids that a prank is where you make someone think that you did something terrible, but you actually didn't do anything bad at all. It's a trick. They're actually going out and doing these things and then saying it's just a prank, it's just a prank. That's not a prank. That's like actual vandalism, and that's actually like harassing people. So anyway, that auditor troll guy is doing videos about those guys doing it. It's well deserved. Those guys are like total like borderline sociopaths, running around throwing water on people and throwing rice on people, making people fall. One woman had a seizure and she's like still in the hospital. She thought she got attacked. So anyway, but yeah, the direct D and SJVT thing, man, was just it was so brutal. It was just embarrassing. I hope he takes that video down, because that can very much be used against him. Oh yeah, thank man. Why aren't you like on the show, Rights Crispy? Rights Crispy is this is going to show how old I am too. Rights Crispy is my Ed McMahon correcting me now. Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you. Exactly right. Well, he was trying to lie. He said some of the same stuff about First Amendment auditors that he was saying about about these quote unquote pranksters. Yeah, that's right. That didn't sound right when I said it. Generation X. Let's see. I was born in '75, so I think I am Generation X. I just barely made it. Although some younger kids. Oh shoot! Did you really? Wow, man. Mine's coming up. Shoot. Is it this year? This year, man. This year is a big 5-0 for me. No, wait a minute. That can't be right. What year are we in? No, it's next year. It's next year, man. It's next year. Next year. So I've got the better part of 6 months or so to get my act together. I'm trying to move and be somewhere else by my 50th birthday. So that's my plan. So the next topic here is going to be shoot, I better look and see what the topics are here so I can stay on point. Man, I really appreciate Rights Crispy, man. He's keeping me afloat here. Crap. It's supposed to be atheists. Atheists are next. I've had this criticism for many years about atheists. So basically, atheists are the best fans that God has ever had. Atheists spend all of their time talking about God, ridiculing God, ridiculing Christians and the Bible. But I mean, they spend so much time doing it. It's like, wow, man, are you trying to convince us? Are you trying to convince yourself? I've always said, if you really like, if atheism is like really the way to go and it's such a great philosophy, why don't you just be a good atheist? Just show the world that being an atheist is so much better than being a Christian. But they spend all their time talking about Christians and talking about God and trying to like, it seems like they're really just trying to convince themselves that God doesn't exist. So yeah, man. Narrow-minded Christians. Yeah, so they're not to just be one-sided with it. You've also got narrow-minded Christians. Now, the reason I brought that up is because there's this thing called the Mandela Effect that I think I've spoken a little bit about to some of my closer friends, people I've talked to in different videos here and there, that I am like totally on board with. And there's very few people who actually think it's real. It's essentially what they try and explain it as is it's collective bad memories. So like the Monopoly guy never having had a monocle. I'm trying to think of like some really obvious examples now. For some reason, I think of some of the more obscure ones when I start talking about this, such as Tony the Tiger on the Frosted Flakes box, his nose being blue, whereas it used to be black. And it's not just a company changing their logo. They didn't just change it from black to blue. When you contact them, they tell you that it's always been that way. Chick-fil-A always being spelled CHICK, when like my entire life growing up, it was always CHIC. And I didn't even like the place that much. But I know that every time I went there, I would just sit there and stare at the logo while I was ordering CHIC. So we used to call it chic filet. And you contact the company and they try and tell you that it's always been CHICK. And I'm like, no way, not in a million years. But the people who don't believe in it think that they want people to just think that it's our bad memories, that it's just you misremembering something. Okay, here we go. This is a big topic here. I've also got a little bit of a thing with Brian from Here's the Deal. My personal opinion, there goes one cat. That's one of many. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that. That's my cat Batman. He just got fixed. That's why you see that little white spot on his butt there. That's where he just got his manhood taken away a few days ago. But my opinion about Brian and many like him, I made a video kind of about this, but I didn't specifically say who it was. I don't think is that they're basically spoiled anarchists. It's this large swath of people who think that they're so woke because they believe that there's no difference between Democrats and Republicans, right and left, which in my opinion is just a simple matter of good and evil. They think that it's all just one dark group behind the scenes controlling everything. And they're not wrong. I'm not going to say that they're wrong 100%. But the problem with it is if you take it to such an extreme, all that's going to happen is people are going to become apathetic and no one's going to participate in anything at all anymore. They're just going to sit back and they're going to just do me, myself, and I. I just want to go to the store, buy my food, and live my life, and nobody bother me. And there's nothing wrong with that. But remember, the only thing that's necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. And so for people who just sit back and say, oh, it's all staged, it's all just a show. Even the guy whose stuff I really like, which is Jesse Ventura, he's like that too. He says it's like the WWE, where these two groups go out, two people or two men go out, and they pretend to hate each other, they pretend to be enemies, they pretend to fight, and then right afterwards they go and have a beer together, or smoke a cigar, or whatever. And so I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but my basic opinion, to summarize it, is that I think that Brian from Here's the Deal shouldn't be living in America. Every moment that he breathes the air on American soil, he is a living, he's basically completely obsolete. He's contradicting himself. He's totally contradicting himself because he enjoys the freedom of living in a country where we do still have many freedoms. People are still dying to come here. We do still have somewhat security. It's not because of the police per se. It's because there's somewhat of an established order, corrupt as it may be. And I'm not saying that we should give corrupt government or corrupt agencies or corrupt people a pass. I'm simply saying that you cannot deny that we live in like the fact that I'm able to just sit here in my apartment and make this video without my door being kicked in right now by angry groves of hungry welfare queens demanding that I feed them and that I take care of their kids because the government has stopped doing it. That's why I can sit here and do that. And so my opinion of that viewpoint is it's super lazy and it's hypocritical. So here's the deal. He shouldn't be using any money because our money has like the Illuminati symbol on it. The whole country was built by 33rd degree Masons. Almost every previous president has been a 33rd degree Mason. Hey, what's up? I see you in the chat room there. Yeah, exactly. We are in the age of apathy. So I guess I have just enough ADHD that I can read all the comments and do a live stream. Very few people can do this. I don't know how they do that thing where the comment scrolls across the front screen. I saw that happen one time on one of my videos, and I didn't even know I was done. But anyway, I'll get there someday. Bear with me. I'm just trying to get through these topics so I can say that at least I did this live stream. And if there's anyone out there just chilling out and they're hanging out with me, I appreciate it. Shout out to Rice Crispy, guys. Hey, you know what? I think I might have gotten unsubscribed to your channel, which we all know is something that happens, Rice Crispy, because I haven't seen any of your stuff lately, man. So I'll have to go look for it to make sure I re-up to that. But yeah, so think about that. It's like our tax dollars go to pay for abortions. It goes to support corrupt government. Everything that we say we hate, we're supporting it just by living in this country. And so to a certain degree, you have to compromise. It's like it's another criticism against Christians where they say, oh, well, you can't be against this or that because if you were really a Christian, you would also have to be against wearing clothing that's cotton and polyester mixed together. Because somewhere in the Old Testament, it talks about not mixing together different types of, and it just takes it to such an extreme. So what are you doing here, man? Why are you living in America? You're enjoying the benefits of this corrupt nation where there's no difference between right and left. It's like, I don't think anybody can deny that it's obvious that Democrats don't care about the border security. And this is nothing against immigrants. Obviously, people like to make anything about border security. They like to turn it to racism. It's like you can't just a country cannot support thousands and thousands, and in our case, millions of people pouring in who all immediately jump on public assistance. There's not a nation on this planet that can support that for a period of time to where they don't just start to collapse. And I think that's literally what we're beginning to see happening. Like we're literally starting to see huge cracks in the walls of what used to be, you know, one of the strongest, safest countries on the planet. It's happening right now before our eyes. And this is all because of Democrats. If there was this dark conspiracy to make people infight and be against each other, am I feeding into it? Yeah, probably a little bit. And again, like I said, in general, they are correct, but it's the small things, it's the little things. If one side is doing one thing that actually helps the country and the other side is literally trying to destroy the country, unabashedly, unashamedly, why would I be for the side that wants to destroy the country? That just doesn't make sense. Could it be that they're all a bunch of rich people who are laughing at us? It's very possible. Could they all technically be on the same side? If you believe like Jehovah's Witnesses do, any government is evil, and you shouldn't support government in any way, shape, or form. So, but those people, they don't participate. Jehovah's Witnesses do not participate in politics in any way, shape, or form. So if something good happens in your community, you cannot thank a Jehovah's Witness. If something bad happens, you can probably thank them because they refuse to get involved to help change something small. I mean, small things. I'm talking about little things here, such as protecting the border, going after illegal immigrants, going after alien and human smuggling and child kidnapping and all this other stuff that's going on. The Democrats do not care about that. A lot of people believe that they're involved in it, and it's considered a conspiracy theory. All right, so enough of that rant. Let's move right along here. I'm just looking at these topics, and then I just springboard from that. Aliens. Aliens are here, guys. I don't know what the hell they are. Aliens are freaking here, man. I don't know what aliens are. Christians say that aliens are demons. I think there's more to it than that. I believe that. So I've heard this. I've heard this from Jordan Maxwell. He says that what actually happened in the beginning of time, based on the actual translation of what the Bible was said, is that when God said, "Let us make man in our image," that man had already been created many different times before. Different versions of us or different man-like beings had been created and were on the earth. And then God stepped in, or the gods, because he says that the original language, when it spoke about God, it literally was the word the gods. So then the gods said, "Let us make man in our image. In the image of God created he them, male and female created he them." So that basically he was saying, let us try and take a turn now, and now let us make these beings that live on this planet, so that there could have been other versions of us on the planet before this. So I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I got to answer this phone, guys. Sorry. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream right now. What's going on? No, I appreciate it. I'm good for tonight. Thanks, guys. All right. I'm okay. Thanks. I'll message you guys in a little bit. Thank you. That's my brother. He was frantic calling me. So I mentioned the 15K EBT cards that people do take now. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let me read this. Hold on. The people who take 9 out of 10 of our 10, 9 of our 10 cookies are directing our attention to the poor who are being given our last. That heart is in the way. Our last cookie, and telling us to be mad at them. Yeah. No, totally true. Yeah, I'm totally bored with you with that, Raj Crispy. Yeah, it's true. There's so much of that going on, and that's why I say I don't totally disagree with these guys. It's just they're just so adamant about it. They're just like let me just give an example. This is I got to talk about cats because I'm a crazy cat person. I have to just finally accept that. I'm up to 4 cats right now, but I finally stopped at 4. If you go out and you rescue a kitten, you're not changing the world. Okay, you're changing that kitten's world, but you're not changing the world. But you're doing a little bit of good. So most people that I talk to, their way of participating is just by saying, "Oh yeah, there's so many stray cats. There's just so many stray cats out there, man. Oh, you're never going to even put a dent in it. It's like swatting flies outside." So okay, thank you. I appreciate you helping out. Thanks for saving. I appreciate you helping save the all the abandoned kittens out there by making a statement like, "Oh well, you can't save them all." You know what I'm saying? So how about go out and find little ways to do good, like the guy that the Bible says that Jesus healed him. He was blind, and then the religious leaders called him in and said, "How dare you promote this evil man? He's of the devil. He's a sinner." And the formerly blind man said, "Look, whether he's a sinner or not, I don't know. All I know is that once I was blind and now I can see." So my simple point being is, if there is a candidate who is desperately and has already proved himself to be serious about keeping millions and millions of people out of America who do not have good intentions, when we've already got our own criminals, importing criminals in, why would I not want that person to be in power? Now, I've already stated, and I'm going to stick with my word, that I can't vote for Trump because of his support for Netanyahu, which is another topic I'm not going to get into right now, and his super pro-police stance that they can basically do anything they want and should be given full immunity. So yeah, sorry, can't do it. All right, so moving right along. But yeah, aliens. Sorry, I don't have any like groundbreaking evidence, but I've been watching stuff about. I used to just as soon as a topic started to go towards aliens, I just immediately blew it off and wrote it off. But I have been watching so many shows, and this is not grainy videos, people claiming it's to be aliens. These are like extremely, extremely credible people, not to mention the congressional hearing that they had, which that could have all been lies. I get it. But we're talking about like thousands and thousands and thousands of eyewitness cases of people describing the most bizarre, outrageous stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm sorry. There's no way all these people are lying. There is something going on. We are being visited by crafts and humanoid beings that get out of these crafts, and they literally leave impressions on the ground. They go and test for radiation. The people burns on their bodies. Cars have these strange dents in them where the person said that an alien craft landed on it. A lot of it could be military technology, but some of the stuff that these beings say and do, this is not military technology. This is something else going on. So anyway, if anything, that's just a little check mark saying that It's Just a Camera is totally down believing with that there's something to the alien thing. UFOs, same topic. We already talked a little about the Mandela Effect. Missing 411. Oh, what can't you support? Can you explain that? This is a public service. Are you talking about like people coming across the border, millions and millions of people? Yeah, yeah. So I'm sorry. I hope I don't have a timer on the chat stopping you from like rapid commenting. Hey, thanks, Ryan. I appreciate you, man. Take care. Hey, all good. You guys be careful out there, man. Tell Rogue Nation, he's great. Yeah, he's another one, man. Badass. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, Trump and the cops. Hey, take care for real, Fed, man. You guys take it easy, man. You guys have a good time out there. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thanks a lot. Yeah, so what did I say? Yeah, missing 411. Okay, so missing 411, for those that don't know, and I'm sure most people in here do, most of the 5 people in here do, and some people will watch this later. I'm going to post it as a video. But so right now I'm kind of this is sort of just like me recording a live video. What are we at right now? 28 minutes? Yeah, we're going to end it here in just a few more minutes, 3 or 4 more minutes. So there's a couple more things to get out here. Missing 411 is basically people go missing while they're hiking, which happens all the time. But the issue is that when these people go missing, it's not just because they got lost. They're with a group of people, and suddenly one person in the group goes silent, and everybody turns around and they're like, hey, where did John go? And they're looking for him. John doesn't answer, and so they go back down the trail looking for him, and that's it. They never see the guy again. They go back to their car. They take all the trail all the way back to the car. They're looking for him, and he is completely gone. And he is never heard from or seen since. There was no sound. There was no scream. There was no rustling in the trees. They never find the person, and there's no sign that it was an animal that got him, which would have made a lot of noise. The animals don't just be careful and grab one person and let the other people go. If an animal attacks, it's a dramatic, loud scene. And so the person's missing. And then the really bizarre part about this is when they go to look for the person, all of a sudden the weather changes. And when I heard that element of it, that's what, like, my antenna just went up. Like, what the hell? So when these people go missing, they bring in rescue crews, or they bring in search crews, cops, and everything else, and they cannot find these people. And suddenly the weather turns. It's either becomes like extreme rain or snow or a windstorm. Some type of strange weather kicks up while they're trying to find these people. And their search dogs will not look. They're scared. The search dogs are afraid. They won't get on the trail and look for the person like they're supposed to do, like they're trained to do. These dogs are like eager to get out there, but when they bring these dogs out to find these people, the dogs act scared. Sometimes they'll just go around in circles and just lay down. And then they either never find the person, or weeks later, the person is found in the exact spot that they went missing, or in a spot where they had been searched for before. And in many cases, they're in their body's in perfect condition, like they've been somewhere else, like someone dropped them there. And yeah, people want to say it's a serial killer, it's animals, it's this, that, and the other, but none of that fits. There's no cases that fit that completely. And as a matter of fact, this guy that's doing these investigations, if a case fits that criteria where it looks like it might be an animal, they disregard that story. It doesn't fit the profile. But it just, there's something bizarre going on. People are literally disappearing. No one can see them disappear, but they suddenly disappear, and then they're never found again, or they're suddenly found in the exact same area, many times missing their clothes, or their clothes are neatly folded in an area far away. It's just the most, and there's some of just the most bizarre stories of the people. Some people have come back, have actually been found, and have told the most incredible stories you've ever heard. So if you don't know what Missing 411 is, check it out. Flat Earth. I can't prove that flat Earth is real, but I can certainly prove that NASA is full of crap. They're definitely not telling the truth. But there is a lot of evidence for flat Earth, and there's evidence against it too. But my main thing with flat Earth is kind of like 9/11. I can't prove exactly what happened, but I can prove that what we're being told about it is a lie. Time travel. This time travel thing has always been so goofy to me, but now more and more there's so much stuff that points towards it. Uh, a few years after, well, let's see, was it after 9/11? Yeah, after 9/11, people were taking that $20 bill and folding it to where it looked just like the Twin Towers on fire. And the first thing I thought of was like, man, it's almost like they saw this happen in the future. But my mind I could not embrace that. I just felt like a crazy person even thinking along those lines. But there's been so many other confirmations, like, man, I think there's something going on with time travel. Plus 9 plus 11 is 20. So on the $20 bill, you see the Pentagon and you see the Twin Towers. I actually planned to do this outside and be smoking a cigar, but I wasn't set up. I wanted to hurry up and get this done since I'd said 6 o'clock. So yeah, sorry. We'll have to do another one of these while I'm smoking a stogie. Yeah, man, that is pretty much it. I've gone through my whole list. Thanks to those of you who joined in, man. This is gonna just become a video. So any of these topics, drop a comment in there, and I will do a whole video on one of these topics, man, because I can talk about any of these things for like hours and hours on end. But yeah, man. So if you hear a topic that piques your interest, give me your opinion of it. Drop a like or something, or a comment, and I will do a whole video about that. Let's talk about it, man. Let's chit chat. I want to figure out how to do this like a Tyrant Terminator does, where people can call in. I could do it on my phone right now, and you'd hear the person talking. But I got to do a little bit more promotion for these. So all right, man. This is a public service. Thanks for hanging out, man. And let me go ahead and end the stream here, and then this will be a video. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Don't drink too much tonight. And we'll see you all the next time.